What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It's Monday, September 22nd, 2025. We are here at V3, Victor 3, at the Polderbaan. Today, once again in use for departures. A warm welcome to everybody who has joined already. Marja, goedenavond. And good morning or good evening, whatever time of day it may be, wherever you are at. For all the others who have joined already, the wind is still blowing from the north moderately. If you look in the ticker, you can see the runway use, 36 left and center in use. 06 is being used for arrivals. The Orange Pride left not too long ago. I think maybe we are still able to catch a glimpse of it. That was it, all right. In the meantime, a very good morning to everybody. Sander, good morning, mate. Marcus, Dodo, good morning. Sander went ahead and he gifted 10 memberships just now. Mate, what the F are you doing? You really didn't have to do that, mate. Thank you so much for your generosity. Welcome to the Skyline's new members. If you're one of the recipients of Sander's gifted memberships, don't forget to say thank you or dankjewel gozer to him. Make sure you have fun with the custom emojis that you now have at your disposal for a month. 34 of them. Have fun with them. They're there to be had fun with. Get creative with them. Sander, super chatting as well. Welcome to every new member. Well, thank you so much, Sander. Hope all is well. And I tell you that what I tell everybody, don't spend money on AMS Live that you might need yourself. That would make me feel very uncomfortable if you guys would be spending money that you needed yourselves on a channel like this. Did some testing of the internet speed just now. Seems that we have good reception here, which I am surprised I didn't have initially, because I think that 5G mast still is over there. Or is it no, that's something else, isn't it? Oh no, I thought I had a direct line of sight with the mast. I guess the trees are in the way. Okay, so in that sense it is a bit less optimal. But yeah, good reception on the modem. I hope the speed will be I hope the connection will be reliable and steady. That's what I think is the most important thing. The tests went well. Tested just now. 5 gigahertz gave me ample download. Well, download speed is never an issue. The upload was 30 megabits or something. Plenty of headroom if that can be offered consistently and stably. So we'll see. This will be a test stream of sorts. Departures, don't know what's in store. I do know that I have to wrap up around 1:30 local time because I have appointments later in the afternoon. In the meantime, very good morning. Mr. Blue Sky already visible here in the background, but also in the chat visible. Razor, good morning. Martin, Stefan, Pierre, good morning. Karsten, good morning. Feldy, good morning. Hein, goedemorgen. Nielsel, good morning. Cloudy, good morning. Welcome to the show, guys. The wind is blowing from the north, and earlier in the morning there were a few showers off the coast, just off the coast, which means that the more active clouds are not too far away to the west. If all is well, they shouldn't be coming this way. This is where the wind is blowing from. Now, it also looks like it is a bit more cloudy land inward. Peter, goedemorgen. Jellard, goedemorgen. Nielsje, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's been a few weeks since we last have visited this site. They've not changed a lot. The only thing that I noticed here when I was arriving is that there were some small poles in Dutch piketpaaltjes in the grass over here. For what? I don't know. They're marking a specific bit of the field over here. Where I'm standing, they aren't situated, so no idea. Ronald, goedemorgen. Daniel, goedemorgen. Parallel departures in progress. The sun is shining. Departures from center. And the shades are closed in the tower. Bird control over here. Going onto the runway to check things out. K1 in the house. Milad, good morning. Martijn, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody. Crayfish, fisher nets everywhere here. They're marked with those rods, and if you look further up ahead, you can see they're spaced out quite regularly. Security over there. The pipes over here are still present. Big chunk of blue sky north of me, looking good. With the wind a little bit chilly, but it's a lovely autumn morning, is what I would call it. We're waiting for the next traffic to come this way. It looks like an E2 Embraer to Trondheim is going to be the next. Adrie, goedemorgen. Erik, goedemorgen. Leo, goedemorgen. Ramon, goedemorgen. Ruben, goedemorgen. Michael, good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. As I was setting up, I was warm, I was a little hot. I did bring my rain pants already. I think I am going to put them on again as an additional layer of insulation. Now that we're waiting for the next traffic. Traffic is underway. Embraer E2 Embraer to Trondheim will be first to arrive here on the scene on this part of the platform area to take off. Hey, Danny is going to take a 737 around 10:20 with a taxi-bot mission. I am optimally located here, Danny, to see you arrive here on the scene when you do. I am counting on you throwing a wave to us after decoupling the 737. Miguel, good morning. Misam, good morning. Do you happen to know which 737 you'll be tugging this way or accompanying the taxi bot, Danny? Makes it easier for us to keep you in check on flight radar if we know what flight you'll be bringing this way. Artjan, goedemorgen. Yazir, goedemorgen. Babbers, good morning. Dakman, good morning. KLM E2 Embraer 195, flight 1151 to Trondheim. There's an Embraer 190 on the move to London City, that is also coming this way. Air France to Lyon is taking off from center. That's over there. Good morning, Eddie. QJ, good morning. Paper Chase, good morning. Welcome, everybody. All right, time for another Polderbaan departure here. KLM flight 1151 to Trondheim. E2 Embraer 195. It's the Papa Hotel, November X-Ray Romeo, the Nexer. Nexer is 2 years old. First flight somewhere in 2023, the month not specified on flight radar. Spacious Karen cabin in the back. Paper Chase asks if it is cold. It depends. My hands get cold rather easily. Those are a bit cool, but I have fingerless gloves on. It's the wind that makes it a bit chilly. If you're standing hiding from the wind and the sun is shining, it is lovely weather. Hey Stefan, good morning. Alright, it's pulling up. Oh, also something departing from center. What's that? A321neo. Gallows Close, good morning, and welcome to the show, everybody else. We have KLM flight 9830 to London City up next. That's an Umbrella 190 in the SkyTeam livery, as you can see. Hey Marissa, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Hope all was well. Rodi, goedemorgen. Gurdeep, good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we're here at Polderbaan. Once again in use for departures like yesterday, but now we are standing at the point that used to have poor reception. The new equipment does seem to make things better. The only thing that we need to know now is how stable the connection is going to be, and that will be just a matter of time. We'll see soon enough. Martino, goedemorgen. Paul, good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're waiting for the next arrival here. The next arrival to depart. Paul, goedemorgen. More Pauls in the chat. Is the Petit Baby Bus going from center? Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it is approaching the threshold. We'll see Le Petit Baby Bus in a few moments. Fidel, or is that Raoul Kestrel hunting for Pinky and the Brain? He's hovering perfectly still, at least his head is. Nice indication of the wind. From left to right, we're pointing the camera east, so the wind is blowing clouds from north to south. I am pleased to see that there is a United Airlines coming this way, and it's traversing runway center. It's a 767-400 that's coming this way, going to Newark. Flight 71. Where is it? I suspect this might be the airplane. Or is it? Or is it maybe? No, that's KLM. Pilot Bakker, goedemorgen. RDW, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, all others who may have joined in the meantime. You're watching AMS Live still. My name is Boy. If you look in the ticker, you can find the weather report and the runway use. Both of them have been automated. Big thanks to Simi and also to Buddy for that. The Dash 8 in the meantime, going on a coastal patrol, flying out. Dutch Coast Guard Dash 8 100. Is that Le Petit Baby Bus? Where did it go to? There it is. Le Petit Baby Bus A318. Which one is this? Good morning, Green Light. Gamer Mike, good morning. Bumor, good morning. Higgs Boson, good morning. There's a 767 coming this way. United Airlines Flight 71. It's being followed by KLM Flight 913 to Aberdeen. Peter, goedemorgen. Danny, goedemorgen. Welcome all others. Pretty hard to see things over here. I am doubly blinded. The sun is not only shining from above, it's also reflecting in the water. Makes it pretty difficult to see what is happening on camera, even though I have a little sun hood over the LCD, the camera LCD. Hey Eva, goedemorgen. So, 2 airplanes coming this way. In the foreground, United Airlines Flight 71 going to Newark 767-400. And behind it is KLM Flight 913 to Aberdeen 737-700. Let's see what else is underway. It seems that Delta Airlines Flight 161 to Minneapolis has gone moving. Martin Air 747 to Johannesburg. That's unfortunately a center departure, I think. Should still be able to see it quite well from over here. Aberdeen Mansion, Glory Hammer reference, Niesel says. Glory Hammer, what's that? I'm not following. Audio of the 767's engines slowly but surely becoming more apparent. Several Deltas have begun moving. Those all have destinations lying to the west of the Netherlands and therefore are expected to take off from this runway. Marissa confirming that 747 from KLM is going to the center runway. As expected. Can't say I'm surprised. I am disappointed though. Now, the question always is, whenever a narrow body is following a wide body, will the narrow body take cheater's lane so that it doesn't have to wait for the wake turbulence of the big airplane before it to have dissipated sufficiently in order for it to take off? It's often the case. Hey, and Misam says that Garuda Flight 89 mask livery is departing around 12:19. I don't think I've seen that before. Now, the 737 is continuing. means that the airplanes are going to depart in the order of appearance. Now, at first glance you'd think this is an old United airplane. What's so special about it? But 767 300s are very prevalent. 400s are rather rare. This is the extended version. It is an old airplane. It's also relatively rare, although here at Amsterdam we are comparatively lucky since it is flown to Amsterdam every now and again. Ever since I've started the channel quite regularly, at least once a year. Considering that globally there's only a handful of these airplanes flying. Master Renderer, good morning. Cass, good morning. Annette, good morning. Erik, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, one and all. That was brake dust from the spinning wheels being stopped before the main gear is retracted into the fuselage. Has to do with physics, centrifugal forces or something. Either way, it's more stable when the wheels aren't spinning. It's not smoke, it's brake dust. On some airplanes it's more vividly visible than on other airplanes. There you could see it was quite clearly visible. DB Basement is tuning in from sunny Edinburgh. Good morning. And this is KLM Flight 913 to Aberdeen, 737-700, the PHBGI, Papa Hotel, Bravo Golf, India. Karen cabin, as you can see. Karen will just have to sit with the rest. All right. Another airplane has arrived over here on this side of the platform area. It's an E2 to Gothenburg. There it is. And you can already kind of see through the see-through engines. High bypass. Here you can see it more clearly. Now, the eternal question, will it use cheater's lane or won't it? It probably won't. No, it's continuing. In the background, info as well. Number 190 from BA should become visible. I think there it is already. BA City Flyer to London City. And it's going to be followed by a Delta A350 to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Arno, goedemorgen. Avery John, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, guys. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm looking up. It's sounding... Ah yeah. It's sounding like an airplane passing overhead. So I was looking for a control. And I found it. There we go. Qatar. Whenever lately I see airplanes passing overhead, producing a control, and they're a twin jet, and they're flying west to east, it almost always has been Qatar. I seem to have a knack for pointing out the Qatars passing overhead. Edwin, goedemorgen. Stefan, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody. You're still watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We're here at Polderbaan. Runway 36 left. One of two runways in use for outbound traffic. Departures take place to the north. The wind is blowing from the north. The sun is out. Lovely weather. Showers over the North Sea this morning. That's to the west. It's not looking like it's going to rain anytime soon here. Taco, goedemorgen. And welcome to the show, everybody else. Now, is there a runway inspection or anything in progress? I'm looking behind me to see. And there's not. And in the meantime, the engines have begun to put up. Also, haven't seen the firefighters yet, so if they are going to do a round, hopefully we'll catch it. Hey, Jin Shin! What is up, mate? Long time no see. Hope you've been well in the meantime. That must have been a couple of weeks at least since we last saw you in the chat. Ah, Stefan says that was Qatar from Doha to Eden. Oh no, to Doha from Eden. That's Eden Bah. Hey, what's going to happen here? We have a cheater on Cheater's Lane. Cheater on Cheater's Lane to London City. BA City Flyer, flight 8496. It's going to London.
You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
Embraer 190 short range, 11 years old, first flight March 2014, Delta 8350 to Minneapolis. After that, you could see it pass by in the background. Turn and burn. It is a turn and burn. Fire in the hole. Meanwhile, more airplanes arriving to take off. The next one, probably Delta Airlines Flight 161. That was the flight that returned to the gate yesterday initially. Delta Airlines Flight 161 to Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is the November 509 Delta November. 7-year-old airplane, first flight March 2018. Seems to be going. South Island Aviation, good morning. Lane, goedemorgen. Fax here, good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody else. Modest Karen cabin in the back. Hey there, Dale. Good evening, and welcome to the show. Indeed, Marissa. By the looks of it, thus far, no issues. Big picture overview. Looking to the north, things look like so. Looking to the west. Looking to the east. And looking to the south. Now, looking to the south in the water, I can also see that there is an aquatic bird. It was diving under. It must have been Gary Grebe, that mother ducker. In the meantime, KLM flight 1185 to Kristiansand has lined up. Embraer 190, as you can see. None of the airplanes that arrived on the scene here just now are lining up on Cheater's Lane. So they'll all leave in the order of appearance. After this Embraer 190, we'll see two KLM 737-800s. One to Dublin, the other to Copenhagen. And thank you for the update, Marissa. KLM 747 now third for departure on center. Keep me posted when it's number one. Let me know. Indeed, Paul, beautiful day here. Marijke, goedemorgen. And welcome to the show, everybody else. Departures to the north. Beautiful sunny day here. I am also seeing a twin jet control. Oh, what was that? That was a splash. I don't think there was a bird here. I think it must have been the fin of a fish. Maybe you guys heard it on the mic as well. There was a twin jet that passed by me. West to east, south of me. Already in the vicinity of the sun, so Air Icarus now. No need to look up. Hey Frank, good morning. Good to see you again, mate. Franz Sebastian, good morning. Dodo will be passing by pretty soon. We'll see. Vehicle 53, I thought I read in the chat somewhere. Spacious Karen cabin here in the 737-800 in the back, where Karens belong. All right, 747 is lining up on center. We'll take a detour, have a look at the departure of the KLM 747 next, which is taking place on the center runway right now. Let me scroll to that part of Flight Radar. There we go. We're awaiting Martin Air operating on behalf of KLM Cargo. Flight 8371 going to Johannesburg, South Africa. So it is moving now. I'm looking if somewhere over there I can see some movement. Dodo just now passed by. Now we need to look here. Here it is. What a lovely machine, isn't it? De maatjes, Hans, goedemorgen. De cat, good morning, goedemorgen. There she is on her way to Johannesburg, South Africa. Meanwhile, KLM flight 1251 to bloody Helsinki in Finland. Hey, I spy with my little eye Gary Grebe now on the other side in the canal. Did he happen to swim past me just now? Was that him then, making that ruckus? Not sure that it was. Windsock is looking like so. And you can see that the doors of the fire station all are shut. Not much going on over there right now. Stefan says you should see the 7478 in the direction of departure to the north, 34,000 feet. I don't see anything north of me right now. There's no control being produced. I also don't know what direction the airplane is flying in. Got a couple of airplanes coming this way. As you can see, 3 of them. Aer Lingus in the foreground, flight 603 to Dublin. The KLM flight 661 to Houston is behind it. That is a 777-200. The third airplane that you see is an Embraer 190 going to Gdansk. Daniel, good morning. And welcome to the show, everybody else who may have joined in the meantime. 3 airplanes coming this way right now. And more are underway. Delta Airlines Flight 47 to New York, JFK also on the move. KLM Flight 605 to San Francisco alive on the platform. Should be in the process of being pushed back. Frank asks, nu iets meer naar het zuiden gaan staan langs de baan. This is the location I am normally standing at if I am filming on this end. It's the very same location, right in line with Victor 3. Marcel, goedemorgen. How has the connection been holding up? I have seen one person who gave the buffering emoji quickly. That was only one and short-lived. Didn't see anybody else mentioning it, so has the connection been stable thus far? Reception 4 out of 5 bars. One-time short buffering. Well, that's also what we had yesterday. After that, things have run smoothly, so fingers crossed it's going to stay that way here as well. Upload speeds and download speeds have been ample. It's the stability that I'm mostly concerned about. I think that's the bottleneck. Reception now 4 out of 5 bars, so that antenna definitely seems to be working, because last time I was here with my old modem I had 0 or 1 bar. It seems that the money I spent on the new router slash modem, I think officially it's a router, and the antenna has been paying off. Fingers crossed it will stay like that. The proof of the pudding would be, of course, to go to P3 and see if it can also negate the Faraday cage effect of that parking lot. I think that the Schiphol authority disagrees. Aer Lingus flight 603 to Dublin, Ireland, A320 on its way. Hey, that's good to hear, Eddie. If you guys are experiencing buffering, do let me know. Martien, goedemorgen. Oh, I have to sneeze. Guess I'm allergic to sunny weather. We're not used to that here in the Netherlands. Alright, KLM flight 1303 to Gdansk in Poland, Embraer 190, Thank you, Ronald. Thank you, Marcel. Stefan, thank you all so much. Duckman, thank you. For those of you wondering until when I'm going to stick around, I have to wrap up around 1:30. Have appointments later in the afternoon. If I continue streaming after 1:30, I'll get... I don't have enough time for everything. Alright, time for a wide body. Caleb Flight 661 to Houston in Texas. 777-200 Papa Hotel, Bravo, Quebec, November. That's a 19-year-old airplane. First flight, April 2006. Yeah, the thing is, Frank, if you look on the antenna map, you can see that around P3 there are more 5G masts than anywhere else around Schiphol, and yet the reception there has been the worst of all the locations I've ever streamed at. Well, except of course when when the president was taking off at the Takeoffs, but that was for other reasons. Alright, KLM flight 1175 to Stavanger is coming this way. After it, behind it is Delta Airlines flight 47 to New York, just fucking kidding. Which, Paul, is also what I am doing when I am pronouncing Houston. Surely, if you hear my level of English, you'd think I'd know how to pronounce that name. And you're right. JFK is what I do here. JFK is what you need to be able to withstand if you want to stick around here. I'm seeing a tractor. Doesn't seem to be moving. Not exactly sure. Oh wait, yeah, no, that's the tractor that is probably dropping off the dirt, since they're reinforcing the dike on that end of the platform area now. Hey there, Carl, good morning. Dodo is more to the left. There he is. The window is open. All you have to do, stick out your hand, throw a little wave. There we go. Also an indication of the delay of the stream. But better a delayed stream that runs smoothly. I didn't even change any latency settings. That's also something that Reticent guy Jan told me. There's also, and in hindsight I knew, but I forgot about it. There's also latency settings for YouTube that I can also change. Normal, low, and ultra low. I've got it set to low now. And I've had that setting in place since the get-go, so On average, it usually works well. We've had that before, streams with a bit more delay than during other times. I'm mostly concerned about the stability. As long as it's not buffering, that's absolutely killing for any piece of content. This is KLM flight 1175 to Stavanger, the PHEXS. Hey, good morning, Alexander, who is tuning in from Johannesburg, South Africa. And we have Bill. Bill is tuning in from Seattle. Don't have a sound for that, effect for that yet. Is there one that you know, Bill, that I can use whenever you come in the chat, that I can say, oh, it's Bill J from Seattle, Washington. Enter sound effect. Now, in the meantime, over here we have Delta Airlines flight 47 to New York. Just fucking kidding. The November 822 November whiskey. Whiskey. Hey, Gilberto, good morning. The A330 we're now looking at is 10 years old. Its first flight was in April 2015. Hey, Greet, goedemorgen. Dallas Aviation, good morning, mate. Alright, fire in the hole. Just spooling up, ready to go. 710. Taking off from center in the meantime, in the background. Nielsen says, make it even Apeldoorn bellen sound for when I joined the chat. In reference to a commercial that ran, well, pretty long. Actually, a number of commercials from an insurance company. Alan, goedemorgen. Good morning. Marty, good morning. Right. Now we have to wait a few seconds. The next airplane approaching is EasyJet, arriving here first. It's being followed by a 787-10 to Bogota. Air Baltic to Tallinn is also coming this way. 787-10 to San Francisco, also on the move, going around the southern threshold of the center runway. Behind that, the 737 to Billund. Pretty busy at the platform, a lot of airplanes on the move. Quite a few of them are expected to come this way. It's 10:26, that means another 35-ish minutes of parallel departures before everything outbound will exclusively arrive here. Between 1 and 2, something similar is going to happen. In the meantime, a very good morning to everybody who has joined. You're watching AMS Live. We're here at sunny Schiphol Airport at the Polderbaan. Runway 36 left, one of two runways in use for departures. Airplanes are slowly but surely coming over here. If you look in the ticker, you can see that the wind is blowing with 6 knots from 350 degrees. Few clouds at 2,200 feet. Towering cumulus clouds also reported. And you can see the current runway use 06 for arrivals exclusively. I'm not seeing at the moment. This is what it looks like to the southeast. This is the east, northeast, north. Once again, I'm hearing an airplane passing overhead. Twin jet of sorts. This one doesn't seem to be from Qatar. Looking to the north. And lastly, looking to the west. Okay, a little bit of buffering. Hopefully short-lived. KLM flight 745 to Bogota. And this is EasyJet flight 22162 to Persenchester first. EasyJet flight 22162 to Persenchester. Jesus! With a Z. Jesus to Persenchester. Better be on your best behavior for a few moments. 13-year-old airplane, first flight May 2012. Hey Theo, goedemorgen. Right, next up, KLM flight 745 to... Right, well, people are reporting buffering over here. Everything is running smoothly. Here we have Air Baltic flight 858 to Tallinn, Bombardier C Series 300. The Yankee Lima, Charlie Sierra Mike. KLM flight 605 to San Francisco up next. 787-10 Dreamliner. Right, so this is Air Baltic flight 858 to Tallinn. A220, Bombardier C Series 300. Wind is blowing from the north, and looking to the north, as you can see, it is all clear. There are some clouds further to the northeast. There are some clouds further to the northwest, and we are right in the middle of them. If I am not mistaken, Webje Danny was bringing a 737 over, and I'm wondering if this is the airplane he was talking about. I think this is Webje Danny, who just brought the 737 on the robo-taxi. Over here, KLM flight 605 to San Francisco. 78710, the Papa Hotel, Bravo Kilo Oscar. Now let's see if we can spot Danny. Driving away. Then he'll probably get out of the vehicle. There's nobody at the 737 anymore. So if Danny is there, he is in vehicle over there. He's continuing. Good morning, Negawaus, Ilona, and Barry. Yeah, well, guess that was the last of it. The taxi bot is slowly but surely slowly driving away, and the 737 is over here. Right, time to continue then with the departures here. This is an A319 to Liverpool, Yesterday. Yesterday, all our troubles seemed so far away. 16-year-old airplane, first flight October 2008. Hey Dietmar, guten Morgen, herzlich willkommen. Hey Senna, goedemorgen. We've got a cheater on cheater's lane. That's the 737 that Denny tugged with the robo-tug. This is KLM 1293 to Billund. The Papa Hotel, Bravo X-Ray Mike. 24-year-old airplane, first flight November 2000. Will they be doing a turn and burn? More or less. They haven't been standing still. Pedal to the metal. Next up is going to be Ryanair to Dublin, another 737. Wind has begun to pick up a little bit, so let me quickly enable image stabilizer. Should reduce vibrations a little bit. 18 goedemorgen. Ryanair, flight 421 to Dublin, Ireland, up next. EIDWA. Oh, VW is trying to outrun, but lost. The 737 was faster in the end. Although I did try bravely. It seems that we've crossed through 250 likes. Thank you all so much for that, ladies and gentlemen. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more streams like this going forward. Air Baltic over here. Next airplane to Riga. Air Baltic flight 618. And KLM flight 753 over there, going to Quito, which is the capital of Ecuador. You're goddamn right. And over here we have Air Baltic flight 618 to Riga, the Yankee Lima Alpha Bravo India. Frog in my throat. I think I need a small glass of vodka. The 777 to Quito. Hey Clementia, goedemorgen. Hey, that's nice, our John. 777-300 is going to come to the Polderbaan. Emirates, no less. Well, it is 10:43 already, so I am expecting the closure of the center runway in, well, 15 or so minutes, roughly speaking. And this is the Papa Hotel Bravo Quebec Echo. 777 200 which is going to leave to Ecuador. 21 years old, first flight January 2004. Dietmar, thank you so much for your generous donation. Vodka Speed Delivery Boss. Indeed, mate. Thank you so much for your generosity. You didn't have to do that, but you went ahead, did it anyway. Thank you so much, Dietmar. That is really sweet of you. Well, in the meantime, I've taken a few sips. I should be adequately hydrated again, ready to go for the next batch of departures. Here we go. KLM flight 753. Taquito, of course, in Ecuador. Hey, Daniel says that play is coming in from Noordwijk, so with a little bit of luck we might get to see it depart again to Reykjavik later. What is the expected time of departure for play today? Just wondering. Now, I am still sad to see that there used to be Dixies here. Last week, Monday, when it was so stormy, and they weren't secured. They were all over the place when I returned to my car after being done streaming. They seem to have removed them, and they didn't replace it with anything. So there are no Dixies. There are no toilets for male or females anymore. Bit disappointing. Not very visitor friendly. Good morning, Martin. Good to see you again, mate. Definitely a frog in my throat this morning. Towering Cumulus, is this one? It certainly is looking a bit more, bit bigger than the other clouds that we have seen here in the vicinity. Wind is picking up ever so slightly. This is KLM flight 1031 to Persenchester. Up first. Fax C, Papa Hotel Alpha X-Ray Charlie. Yeah, indeed, Frank. Dump in the canal or behind the car or Boulderbos. Now, it was Mark Lahnstein, I think, who mentioned yesterday that there's a gas station that they've built recently here at the crossing of the N205 and the road leading up here to the Polderbaan area. Vijfhuizerweg? I'm not sure. Anyway, there are restrooms over there. So if you really need to go number 2, you can go over there. But still, it's not the same as having something on site. Although those Dixies, of course, not the most hygienic. Whenever Lisa would come with me, we would always take our own toilet roll with us, and of course plenty of cleaning alcohol. Time for another Delta A350, Delta Airlines Flight 73. Georgia. Ah, it was Mark. Yeah, there you go. Thought I remembered it was you who said that. A350. This is the November 569 Delta Zulu. 9-year-old airplane, first flight March 2016. A330 Neo to Seattle to Bill J's hometown. Next after this. Uh-oh. What's this? What's this? Is this now a KLM Dreamliner at the parking site of Delta? Those are for Deltas, not for KLMs. That's not looking good. In the meantime, BA in Cheaters Lane. It is kind of sort of airplane inception, isn't it? Question now is, which airplane will depart first? BA is holding short while Delta Airlines has been lined up already. Yeah, BA is going first. BA is going first. BA flight 429 to London Heathrow.
You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
BA underway. Delta Airlines next, I think. Delta Airlines Flight 73 to Atlanta, Georgia. The November's 569 Delta Zulu. 9-year-old airplane, first flight March 2016. Yeah, and something is up with KLM Flight 601. It's still standing there. Mercer says it's not just any 787, it's the BKA, the 100 years. Interesting. Hey, good morning, Puya. Hope I pronounced that properly. Captain Kickass. Nice name. The Dreamliner is on the move. John asks if I will be streaming at 1 o'clock. If all is well, I think I will be. I have to stop around 1:30. So I should still be here. Weather permitting, of course. Right. Lining up behind the rest. Hey Evelyn, good morning. And Captain Eddie Bosch, good evening. Nice to see you all back. Hope you're doing well. Delta Airlines Flight 143 is taking its sweet time to line up on runway 36 left. It's going to Bill J's hometown, Seattle, Washington. The November 405 Delta X-Ray. My morning so far is okay-ish. Recently upgraded my equipment for the modem and for the microphone, and apparently all that money is not a guarantee to make things waterproof here. Maybe I should throw everything out and just go back to using a cell phone instead. Daniel says, Connor Green flying over soon from Heemskerk to Frankfurt. I think I have it. This must be the Condor. It certainly is. Don't like the livery, but it is immediately recognizable, and I'll give them that. That's worth something. Right, time for another Air Baltic. Air Baltic flight 962 to Vilnius, now rolling. Yankee Lima, Charlie Sierra Echo. It is 10:55. There is still an airplane that took to the skies just now via the center runway, but I think center is going to close pretty soon. Amsterdam should open up a secondary runway then for the arrivals. Runway 36 right. Frank asks about the piquet paaltjes, the little thingies that they've stuck here in the ground. Not sure why they are. They've marked the field over there, and they seem to indicate a line over here. Not really sure why that is. This is Schiphol's ground. They'll probably put fences here so that those stupid live streamers cannot get here, and all those other aviation enthusiasts. Next up we have the KLM 100 years, the PHBKA. It's going to go to LAX. Took a little break at the Delta's parking site over here, where all the Delta A350s and A330s do their troubleshooting. Maybe they also had to do some troubleshooting of their own. Hey Marcel, goedemorgen. Hey Alex, good morning. De Vries, good morning. Krexler, good morning. Well, it does make sense that it might be for the pipe replacements. I am assuming that the pipes they're going to replace are also situated over here somewhere. Of course, I'm just speculating with a little joke. I'm not sure what's going on here. Delta Airlines Flight 57 is going to take off next, if all is well, to Salt Lake City in Utah, the November 436 Delta X-Ray. Brand new airplane, first flight April 2025. It seems that we've crossed through 300 likes. Thank you all so much for that, guys. If you are enjoying what you're seeing and you want to help this channel, make sure that you leave a like if you haven't already, and maybe subscribe to the channel. It'll help to bring in new people who might want to join us in future streams. Another Delta. Ready to line up behind this one. Delta Airlines Flight 237 to Tampa in Florida will be next. An A330-300. You can hear it immediately when those engines are turned towards you. Delta has lined up and its engines are pointing in this direction. You can start hearing immediately. Delta Airlines Flight 237 to Tampa, Tampa, Florida, November 825, November Whiskey. 9-year-old airplane, first flight October 2015. Hey, and is that a relocation flight? KLM 9891 to Aarhus is coming this way. Is that one of the newest? This is the Papa Hotel Alpha X-Ray India coming this way. Maybe a training flight. Probably a training flight then. Wind has picked up a little bit compared with what it was over here in the beginning of the show. The sun is still shining abundantly. Wind is still blowing from the north. Now my voiceover mic apparently has some hiccups every now and again. Is the vicinity of a MIMO antenna in a laptop tent, could that possibly interfere with a UHF signal? Is there anybody who knows that? I have my antenna, my Wi-Fi antenna now in my laptop tent. I can also put it outside next time perhaps. Just speculating, since it never did any of the sort before. And it's all radio signals. Hey, Bob is also back, tuning in from Sydney. Hope you've had a good day, mate. Right, KLM flight 9891 to Aarhus, Faxi, Papa Hotel Alpha X-Ray India. Brand new airplane, first flight June 2025. This is a training flight, I think. Water definitely getting a bit more ripply, and the wind on the scale of chimney smoke is currently looking like so. If you look in the ticker, you will find a METAR, and it's indicating 9 knots of wind from 0 to 0 degrees. The wind direction is variable between 320 degrees and 060 degrees. Let's turn around because it's 777 time now. Double triple time actually. 2 777-300 ERS. First one is flight 743 to Lima in Peru, which is right next to
Ecuador.
Good question, Peter. How many A321s does KLM have by now? Must be 10 or so, perhaps? Pepijn, goedemorgen. And welcome to the show, everybody else. Double triple time. Time for another 777-300. This one is going to Johannesburg, South. This is the Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Whiskey VW KLM 5591. This particular airplane is 4 years old. First flight January 2021. Fire in the hole. Things are spooling up. SCS next after this, and 2 narrow bodies from KLM after that. And I can see another wide body coming this way. Looking to my left. Ah, Stefan has looked into it. The website, no, according to Google, KLM has 10 A321neo right now. So there you go. There you go, 10 already. Still remember when the first got delivered. I think I even made a separate video out of that. That was Fax A. SAS up next, flight 552, A320neo to Copenhagen. Matt, goedemorgen. And Jillard says that Suriname is about to land in 10 minutes from now at the Kagbaan. If it is in the vicinity of, if it is between Nieuw-Vennep and Hoofddorp, if you guys could give me a heads up, I will point the camera in the right direction. SAS flight 552 to Copenhagen. ICU. This is the ICU. Check out the registration EI-SIU. ICU. The ICU is how old? 2 years old. Italian, no, Irish registered, of course. EI. First flight September 2022. Means it should turn 3 this month. ICU. Frank is asking a technical question that I don't know the answer to, but it's a Sennheiser EWDP set, so you could probably Google it. I have no idea. This is KLM flight 1817 to Frankfurt. Now I do have the transmitter stuck attached to my back pocket of my trousers, and I have rain pants over them, and I have my parka over that. But I would think that UHF signal would go through those clothes easily, and the receiver is only a meter or so away from me in the laptop tent. EWDP Delta Papa. Hey Ricardo, goedemorgen. We have another 777 over here. That one is going to Cape Town, South. It's right there, the BVI. This is KLM flight 1005 going to London Heathrow. Nice little contrast. A321neo and a 777-300. Hey Gerrit, goedemorgen. Erik, goedemorgen. Good morning. Bit more cloudiness right now. One cloud now in front of the sun. Should get sunny again pretty soon though. Right, time for KLM 597. 777-300. Going to Cape Town, South Africa. Here it is. It's the PHBVI, Bravo Victor India, 13 years old, first flight June 2012. Hey Sarah, good morning. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Happy Monday to you all. Jack, goedemorgen. Jack is watching while also following the carpenter training or education. Nice. Carpentry school. Nice way of multitasking, mate. Air France flight 1341. Bombardier C-Series to NA. I suspect it might be Paris Charles de Gaulle. I am getting a handkerchief out because my nose is beginning to run a little. This is the Verhuzzle. Foxtrot Hotel Zulu Uniform Lima. Let me quickly invite the elephant back in the room. The engines you're hearing, connoisseurs among you will already have recognized A330, or those of you who cheated and looked on Flight Radar. A220 is rolling. And Yellard, thanks for the heads up. Suriname A340 is flying final. That's it already. Just a brief glimpse. Didn't realize it was so close by already. Behind it, the Singapore A350. Hey Milan, good morning. Freya, goedemorgen. I think that might be the Singapore then. Oh, I thought it was the A350, but it's the 747. There you go. Singapore Airlines Cargo. Let's forgo KLM Flight 615 then, follow this instead. I will follow up with the departures again with the Delta next after the... Oh, it has a white nose. The white-nosed Dreamliner now going to Jerry's hometown of Portland in Oregon. Hey Mr. F, good morning. Welcome to the show, one and all. You're watching AMS Live, my name is Boy. We're here at the Polderbaan at Victor 3. Filming departures from the Polderbaan. The next one over here, Delta Airlines Flight 135 to Detroit, Michigan, the November 828 November Whiskey. This airplane is 9 years old. First flight was in May 2016. Have a look at the wide wingspan. Not as wide as the A380s is in relation to the fuselage length, but getting close. Definitely wider than on other airplane types. Hey Nienke, goedemorgen. And welcome to the show, everybody else. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Sunny weather, mostly sunny weather here at Schiphol Airport. A bit more cloudiness than inward to the east. Sometimes clouds obscuring the sun. But over here, my north and west sky is pretty blue. Let me show you big picture wise. This is looking directly to the north. This is also more or less where the wind today is blowing from. Bit of cloudiness, friendly clouds over the North Sea. And we also happened to catch a dog doing doo-doo. More cloudiness land inward. Definitely more cloudiness land inward. Sometimes clouds drift in front of the sun. But mostly it is nice and sunny. Sparta Rotterdam, goedemorgen. Zigosor, good morning. Stefan, goedemorgen. And we have another 767. This is a 300 from United going to Houston once again. We already saw a 767-400 this morning. That went to Newark, if I remember correctly. Hey, top of the morning, Senor Rodriguez. Hope all is well, mate. Good to see you again. Hope you've been well. All right, once again, an airplane over there. But it is moving, at least. It's not standing still, unlike previous airplanes. This is KLM Flight 1353, going to Prague and continuing its way. Air Europa, MAX 8, 737 to Madrid. And behind it, a 737 to Tbilisi, Georgian Airways. And the Fries is talking technical lingo that I don't understand. What is squelch? How do you set it? I have no idea what that is. United is rolling. Here it is. United Airlines Flight 21 to Houston, Texas. See, I know how to pronounce it properly. I think United sounds better, and Houston does too. It's the November 648 Uniform Alpha. (767) 300 And look at that beautiful Karen cabin. She'll be pleased with that, traveling on that airplane. 33 years old already, ladies and gentlemen. First flight July 1992. Probably one of the 767s we also saw earlier in the weekend, right? Hey, Vassar Darshine, coming in the chat saying greets in Dutch with a smiley. 10-month membership anniversary. Thank you so much for the ongoing support, Vassar Darshine. Good morning to you too. Groetjes terug. Greets back. And thank you for the ongoing support. I hope that everything in the lounge is still to your liking. You guys know the drill. If anything is no longer to your liking, let me know. Don't wait with it. Let me know. And I hope you're going to stick around for many more months to come, Vassar Darshine. If not in the lounge as a member, then hopefully as a regular, frequent visitor. Storytell Guy, good morning. This is KLM Flight 1353 to Prague, 737-700, the Papa Hotel, Bravo Golf Mike. Next up, Air Europa to Madrid. And what is coming this way? It looks like a Dreamliner. And that's because it is TUI on its way over here. First up, Air Europa flight 1098. It's going to go to Madrid. Paul, good morning. Welcome back, mate. Hope all is well. Max 8, 737 EC OPA. OPA, OPA, in Dutch means granddad. For those of you who didn't know. So this is the EC granddad for Dutchies. And of course, in German, it means the same. Yeah, so clouds are growing. I'm not sure if this is a shower or not. Fido or Raul, either one of the two is hovering over there, was hovering over there. Are they going to do Greep-like ducking behavior now? As soon as they sense I've got the camera pointed in their direction, and they're immediately taking evasive action. What? 7 polls in the chat, Mario says. We need to number you guys. And that's not even counting our moderator, Yorkshire Biker. If he also joins, we'll have 8. Almost a football team. Incredible. Another cloud in the sky in Liverpool. That sounds good, Paul. Over here, there are a few. But not to the north, as you can see. 2 departures back to back. Let's also turn around. TUI flight 365 to Willemstad Curaçao is about to spool up. It's the JDL. Belgian registered. 7878. Oh, shit. Double clicked. And now my flight radar. My flight radar is centered on the island of Curaçao, the destination of this airplane. Arjan is informing of an LL 777 incoming. Nice. 01 Mike D, good morning. Marissa is informing us that the LATAM Cargo 767 to Brussels has been pushed back, scheduled to depart from the Polderbaan. That's good news. Thank you for letting us know, Marissa. Right. Pinch, zoom, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Right, we're back at Schiphol on Flight Radar. And right in time. Sarah, this one's coming home. JetBlue flight 632 to Boston, Massachusetts. It's underway and it looks like it's ITA. That's because this is that pretty blue one. Daniel is informing us that there is another Condor passing by overhead. Right now, directly north of me, there is a big cirrus, no, not cirrus cloud. Cumulus cloud. Beverwijk. Alright, the cloud has passed sufficiently. We should be able to see it right there. Hunting for stripes in the sky. And for blue on the ground. This is the November 4083 Juliet, which is a year old. First flight was in May 2024. More airplanes are following. There's an A319 from EasyJet to London Stansted over there. Further back, Turkish flight 1952 to Istanbul. The freeze suggests maybe choosing a different channel. Yeah, I have plenty of channels that I can choose from. Let me see if I can do that. While we're waiting, let me first carefully get that microphone translator out. Let's see, how did we do that? Let's see, auto scan, I think. Different frequency. Now press the sync buttons. Hello. All right. Do we have audio again? Voiceover audio? If not, I'll have to get back to that. Is the voiceover over working? If all is well, I have synced to a new frequency. For the voiceover signal. Redison guy also back in chat. Good to see you, Jan. Hope all is well. Let me reposition the... Okay, it's working. Good. In that case, let me store the... Oh, well, I might as well just keep it here. I've got the DJI mic... no, not DJI. The Sennheiser transmitter in my inner pocket right now. Put back on the gloves. Here we go. EasyJet to London Stansted, the A319. So we can at least see what this does to the quality of the voiceover audio, which was reported to sometimes be hicking up. I've changed the frequency. Let's see if that works out. It's a bit dark right now over here, and that's because there's a bigger cloud in front of the sun right now, unfortunately. We'll have to make do with shady figures for the time being. This is Turkish flight 1952, Turkish flight 1952 to Istanbul. The T... No, wait. Yeah, no, it is. I thought, hey, I'm looking at Delta, but no, it's Turkish. The TCJNR. Next up, American Airlines Flight 203 to Philadelphia. After the American, we are going to see SAS to Oslo. After that, Delta Airlines A350 to Detroit. Let's see. Lufty CRJ is crossing the center runway, which is still closed for approximately 10 more minutes. CRJ is coming this way. L 777 going to Tel Aviv behind it. This is American Airlines Flight 203 to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 7878 Dreamliner. Spacious cabin cabin in the front, the November 880 Bravo Juliet this is. Meanwhile, this airplane is taking off in the direction of a sky that is perfectly blue. Previous airplane still visible. On its way now to the east. Let's turn around. SAS Flight 822 to Oslo next. Here it is. ISIB. EISIB. Hey Ger. Ger is tuning in from Kilkenny. They've killed Kenny, you bastards. In Ireland. Welcome to the show, Ger. And thank you for the kind words. I'm happy to hear you are enjoying the show, and I hope that goes for everybody. Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying what you're seeing and you want to help this channel, leave a like and subscribe and tell your friends. Hey, Roy, also in the chat. Must have missed your arrival. Good to see you again, mate. Hope you've been doing well. Arjan is giving us unfortunate news. Garuda and Emirates, because of delay, will be going to the center runway. Have a look at this head-on shot. Michael, are you still in the chat? Have a look at this. It's interesting, the airplane fuselage is leaning forward and the engine inlets seem to be level. Or at least that's what it looks like from where I am standing. Cheater in Cheater's Lane, Lufthansa. Flight 2303, going to Munich. You can almost see how they're drinking their coffee. As someone who scores relatively high on the traits of perfectionism, I am surprised by that odd angle that the engines are mounted at versus the fuselage. Seems off to me. I'm sure they must have done that with good reason, but to me it looks off. Right. I'm also seeing a twin jet contrail. Where did I see it? Three and three. I already suspected, could it be Condor? This is the blue one. Third Condor that we have sighted. Delta underway. This was Delta Airlines Flight 133 to Detroit, Michigan. With the Delta Spirit sticker that you could see on the front. November 502, Delta November. Let's turn around. It's time for El Al Flight 338 to Tel Aviv. Triple 7200 4 X-ray Echo Charlie Bravo. European Central Bank. 24 years old. 1st of February 2001. And that is all on its way. The Ger will be visiting Amsterdam in the beginning of October. I should be around by then, still, weather permitting. That's always the big if. If it's raining cats and dogs, I'll be staying indoors, but if it's halfway decent, you can count on me continuing year-round streaming. Next up, KLM flight 1219. Going to Stockholm in a few moments, the Papa Hotel Bravo Golf Alpha. 17-year-old airplane, first flight March 2008. What's more interesting is there's a whole slew of airplanes now coming this way. United Airlines flight 947 to Washington in the foreground. That's another 767, a 300. LATAM Cargo, also a 767-300 coming this way. Is it going to use Cheaters Lane? Is it already going this way so that it can come towards us in a straight line? I wouldn't be surprised if it were to take Cheaters Lane, since it's going to go to Brussels. We've seen them climb out like rockets, being almost empty and hardly having any fuel on board. I wouldn't be I'm telling you, this is going to be a long distance headshot and a Cheaters Lane departure. Is also doing it. Airplane after airplane, it's airplane inception. Or are they going to continue standing there doing nothing? No, they're on the move. They're coming this way, I think. I think it's the other one that's now standing still. It is. No, you're not supposed to do that. You were supposed to take Cheaters Lane, you bastard. That's not what we agreed on. Now, will this one take Cheaters Lane then instead? Hey Hansworst, good to see you, mate. Alright. In the meantime, the pilots of the Embraer 190 are thinking,
"Oh, bitch, get out the way! Get out the way, bitch, get out the way!"
Finally, movement. Have a look at this cockpit. Isn't it beautiful? The A220 together with the A350, in my humble opinion, two of the prettiest modern airplane types for passengers flying around. This is Croatia Airlines, flight 451 to Zagreb, the 9 Alpha, Charlie Alpha Mike, the cam. The cam on camera, that seems appropriate. Turning and burning. Turning and burning. Yes, sir. Okay, well, that'll leave us with two consecutive 767 departures then, won't it? Let me look around quickly. Yeah, it certainly does, because the Embraer 190 following the 767 has also followed to the threshold, which means that the airplanes are going to leave in the order of appearance. Two consecutive 767s, LATAM Cargo will take off first. It's going to go to Brussels, so I'm expecting an early rotation and a very steep climb. Mark my words. At least prove me right on this aspect. I was wrong about the Cheaters Lane. But if you remember when we were streaming at the Kaagbaan not too long ago, we could see it take off from Aalsmeerbaan, 36 right, 18 left. It climbed like a rocket. LATAM Cargo flight 3601 to Brussels. November 536 Lima Alpha. This one is 23. Still young and vibrant. Already rotating. Already rotating. Motherfucker. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Just how close this airplane still is and how high it is already. Butt shot. Aerial butt shot. Only now are they lowering the angle of attack a bit. Jeez Louise, have a look just at how high this airplane already is. That's even higher than Embraers are, ladies and gentlemen. Insane. I'm not expecting to see the same from this, because this is a fully loaded United Airlines to Washington. It will make for a nice comparison. Hey Thomas, good morning. Good to see ya. This is the November 666. No? 66. Was it now? 660. Uniform Alpha. Nowhere close to VR yet. And what a difference. Needs all the space, all the runway. Right, rotation. And the other airplane in the top, you can see it already turning. It has turned to the right, to the east. Yeah, that's climbing out. Much more gradual. Indeed, Stefan, let them on amphetamines. Or more likely, given where it's from, cocaine. Yeah, it looks different, doesn't it? Here we're seeing it from the top a little. The other one we were seeing from the bottom. Hey, Stephen has also returned. Good to see you, mate. Welcome back. Bait, what up, mate? The sun once again shining over here, mostly. The worst of the clouds now behind me. The wind is still blowing from over there, more or less, where the sky is most open right now. There is a twin jet passing by north of me. Going west to east. This time it isn't Qatar. Center has reopened. Parallel departures once again in progress now until approximately 1 o'clock. And from 1 till 2, once again, Polderbaan will cater to all the outbound traffic. Embraer 190 to Leeds. KLM flight 1019. That you heard rolling and passing by. Hey there, Jaden. 01 Mike D asks, duck spotting, question mark? No, Gary Grebe was the only aquatic bird that we have seen thus far. He doesn't seem to be around anymore. We haven't seen any coots, we haven't seen any ducks. Even though the grass here on both sides is very green, much greener than further to the north. Aquatic birds, with the exception of Gary Grebe, we haven't seen today, which is interesting. Hey Roger, good morning and welcome to the show, mate. Time for another SAS A320neo to Stockholm. This is I sit. I sit and wait for big airplanes to come this way. Well, I stand actually, but saying that no longer makes it funny. Now, I haven't seen firefighters today. Apparently, they either did a very early round and were back in the station before I even arrived here, or they never left. This is what it currently is looking like. And Marissa is giving us good news. Finnair in the Marimekko Kivet livery has been pushed back and is coming to the Polderbaan. That is good news indeed. That's the beautiful circuit. It has all those blue circles on it. That is definitely nice. Gilberto asks, fishermen in sight? No, those also haven't been sighted yet. I think it was last week Monday that the fisherman did check the net. So if he has fixed days, he should be arriving later today. Let's check in on Dodo, who is sitting over there, I think. Dodo in the chat, but also in vehicle 53. He is overlooking the works that are taking place on the other side of the runway area, where they're also reinforcing the dikes. And you can see that is Dodo waving to us. Liewe also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Goedemorgen nog net. Indeed. Hope you're doing well, Liewe. Hope you've had a good weekend. Satori, goedemorgen. Good to see you, mate. And welcome to the show, everybody else who may have joined in the meantime. Big picture-wise, this is what it looks like. This is looking to the north. You can also see linear cloud formations, more or less, if you use your imagination. You can see that the wind is coming from over there, more or less. Also some clouds over there, where the sea is at, the Gulf of Yorkshire, as we call it. Over here, beautiful blue sky. Now, there are clouds, most certainly, mostly to the south, southeast, and to the east further than inward. We have an Embraer 190 coming this way. Well, and that's an E2 taking off. BA, flight 8452. There it is. It's going to be followed by an A330-300. KLM flight 691, which is going to go to Toronto. Deed Reader, good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody else. Sarah J also saying a quick hello and left a like. Going to an appointment. See you all soon. See you soon, Sarah. Now, I also have appointments later in the afternoon, which means that I cannot stream until longer than until 1:30. That's about the time that I need to wrap up. Still in the midst of the hour when only Polderbaan is going to be open for outbound traffic, but there you go, such is life. I regard today mostly as an exercise in testing the new equipment, the modem and antenna in particular. It seems more stable than with the old modem. It's not perfect. Like I said, it is a shitty location. With my old modem, I had hardly any reception, let alone any consistent upload speed. The new equipment isn't foolproof on this location, but it's definitely holding up better than my old modem used to do. Agriculture activity all around Schiphol. Emirates flight 146 having taken off, or is that Emirates Sky Cargo? No, it's 146. Passenger 300. Nielsel says that LATAM 767 is already above Amsterdam. And Marino is trolling. How long will you stream today? I just mentioned that not even 5 minutes ago. Screw you. Birth Control is doing a runway inspection. The next two airplanes are already arriving on the scene here. Hey, and Denny is coming with the BCA. Nice. I'm not sure if you waved. There was a wide-body departure when you arrived with that first 737, Danny. Hopefully we are going to be able to see you again with the next airplane. Singapore now also taking to the sky in the background. There it is. Singapore A350. Slowly but surely you're about to hear the engines of the A330 that is approaching here. And this is Singapore Airlines flight 323. The daily flight to Singapore. What a beautiful machine, isn't it? Beautiful machine aesthetically, beautiful livery, timeless, a classic already. I think the reason it is so good looking is because it is basically a retro livery where there's a stripe over the windows, just like almost all retros have. I wonder what would happen if somebody has to Photoshop a boop the snoot black nose on the airplane. See what that would look like. I think it might look good. Make it look like a fully fledged retro. Finnair A350 is coming this way. First up, this is BA flight 8452 to London City.
You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
Hey John, welcome to the show. I hope you have a great day too. Thus far my day is going great. Being out here when the sun is shining, that's a privilege. Not having to sit indoors. Doing something I like doing a lot. With a big crowd of people who are also enjoying it. Hopefully. Don't forget, if you are enjoying what you've been seeing thus far and you haven't done so already, consider leaving a like and maybe subscribing to the channel. Hadi Jaap, goedemiddag and welcome to the show. It's time for an A330 now. KLM flight 691, which will be leaving for Canada to Toronto. I'm not sure though if this is real because this airplane is fake. Might be an auditory and visual hallucination. We'll see. It looks real, but it is fake. It's what it says here on Flight Radar. 12-year-old airplane, first flight January 2013. Fake news. I've changed the frequency of my Sennheiser transmitter and receiver through which the voice-over audio is audible. Has that made a difference, is what I'm wondering. Next up, KLM flight 1753, which will be going to Hamburg. Vies come, vies go. Danny incoming, is that so? Where is he? Don't see him on Flight Radar yet. Alrighty. This is KLM flight 1753. It's an Embraer 190 registration VZ. Papa Hotel, Echo Zulu Yankee. Looking behind me quickly to see if anything is happening on the runway itself. That doesn't seem to be the case, so not sure what might be the reason of the hold up. It's moving. Has changing frequencies on the Sennheiser made a noticeable difference to you guys? Insofar as the consistency of the voiceover audio? Just curious if that might have been the reason. EasyJet on its way. Condor Beige at The Hague to Frankfurt. The Hague is pretty far away. I see a contrail in the distance. I suspect it might be Condor. Not sure to what extent we can see details on this one, because this one is definitely further away. Yeah, this is in the pixelated region. I don't think we are going to see much more detail in this airplane. I suspect it is Condor, but at this distance it is very hard to see any details. Top end of optical zoom is over here, so from here we start magnifying pixels. Right, looking up. Was there a 747 somewhere? Not seeing it. Incident, Liwe. Didn't do a stream on Thursday since the weather was so shit, and I wanted to compensate for that. I want to keep doing 4 streams a week if possible. And since I wasn't able to do a stream on Thursday, I thought let's do one today. The weather not only better than it was on last Thursday. Additional reason is that I also have new equipment that I wanted to test, particularly over here. So it is incidental, or at least that's what it's supposed to be. China cargo to 36 left. That's good news, Arjan. Speedbird to London Heathrow. It's not cheating. Finnair, Marimekko, livery, Marimekko Kivet. Beautiful machine, and the minimalistic Finnair livery complements this machine so well. Must say I am a big fan of the Finnair livery on the A350. The blue balls, of course, providing an additional layer to it. They are blue, aren't they? Or yeah, dark blue balls. Finnair looks good with blue balls. I'm waiting for your jokes about blue balls. Right, more planes passing by over here. Where did I see? There it is. Let's see. Condor? No. What is it then? Doesn't look like Qatar either. What? Finnair Marimäki Kivet on its way to bloody Helsinki in Finland. The OHLWL. 8-year-old airplane. First flight August 2017. Etihad it was. And of course from Persenchester, where else? But what a lovely A350 this is, isn't it? Finnair always looks good with the A350, but this... it's extra. Next up, another airplane going to Sarah's hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. This is Delta Airlines Flight 243 coming this way. It's the November 427 Delta X-Ray. And I've put on the hoodie of my parka over my head, so audio might sound a little different because of it. Keeps the wind out of my neck, more or less. Hey there, Anka. Good to see you again. Welcome back. And welcome to the show, everybody else. You're still watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It's 12:06. And it's a Monday here. Manic Monday with departures here at the Kagbaan. Polderbaan. I keep saying Polderbaan whenever I'm at Kagbaan and the other way around. This is the November 427 Delta X-Ray. An airplane that is a year old. Will turn 2 in December. Angry Chinese is going to be next to arrive here. Hey Wilma, goedemiddag. Welcome to the show. For me, I'm going to take a quick sip of vodka. If you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like if you want to further this channel and help us reach a wider audience. And subscribe if you want to stay informed of upcoming live streams. Make sure you hit the bell icons for notifications. John Singleton also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Welcome back. Razor unfortunately has to go. Thank you for joining us today, Razor. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully see you again on Thursday. Hey there, Bryn. Good day to you too. You have a nice week as well. Right. Angry Chinese, Embraer 175 and another 767 coming this way. Once again, Delta. Third consecutive day that we are going to see a Delta 767. This is the November 171 Delta Zulu, and I wonder if this is the same that we saw yesterday and the day before yesterday already. I suspect it might be, but I'm not sure that it is. If you didn't know, 767s from Delta are a rarity here. In fact, I don't recall having seen one before, other than the time that Heathrow was having a power outage and one diverted. Before that, since the inception of the channel, I haven't seen any in any of the streams. And now, as of 3 days ago, I think. And Marissa already mentioned that they are going to be doing the journey up and down to New York for the next week or so. And the 8th Paul has also arrived in the scene. Mr. Biker, good to see you, Paul number 8. Well, actually, I think you should be Paul number 1. Stefan says, Saudia coming our way. Is that on the ground or is that overhead? Hey! There you go. I didn't see them before, but now they are on the move, the firefighters. I already mentioned that I didn't see them going around the runway area this morning. I haven't seen them. So either they have not been, they hadn't been out yet, or they had been really, really early. I guess we have our answer. KLM, Embraer, and also ITA to Rome. Getting away from us, unfortunately. Right, the wrong runway. They're now also traversing over there. And here's the Delta 767. Ah, 747 above Schiphol. Landing on runway 06 soon, undoubtedly. Next up, China Southern Cargo Flight 496 on its way to Shanghai in China. Bravo 2028. In the meantime, Mehmet, thank you so much for your generosity. Mehmet, welcome back to the channel. Mehmet just now went ahead and gifted the membership, and PJ Tomlinson is the recipient. Welcome to the Aurora Skylands, PJ. And thank you so much, Mehmet, for your generosity. Hope that PJ will enjoy the custom emojis and the membership. Don't forget to say thank you. Have fun with the custom emojis. Mehmet, thank you so much for your generosity. Georgios is also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Badgerman also back in the chat. Good to see you. Welcome back. Let's turn around quickly. Delta Airlines to New York. Just fucking kidding. The November 171 Delta Zulu. It's a 767 300 with a carry cabin in the back, as you can see. 27-year-old airplane. First flight September 1998. The how manyth 767 has this been? Is this now the 4th or 5th? I think the 4th. Alrighty. Showtime. Lovely to see so many 767s today in the show. 767s, A350s, keep on coming, I say. Joe Bima also back in the chat. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. You can see the direction of the wind, linear formations in the clouds, cloud streets, wolkenstraten as we call them in Dutch, literally translated cloud streets, indicative of the direction of the wind. I would say that the wind is blowing from over there right now. And the firefighters are also passing by. Here's number 1. And here are numbers 2 and 3. Ignoring me. I guess if there's not a crowd, then they aren't so happy to do anything. The guys in the second truck waved. Yeah. So yeah, when there's people, then all of a sudden they are inclined to do so. Disregard the live streamers. Now, as you can see, they've removed all the toilets. Bit unfortunate. They used to have toilets here for male and female visitors. Last week Monday with the storm, they hadn't secured them, and when I returned from streaming to my car, I could see on the parking lot that a couple of them had moved. I think they've removed them. Instead of fastening them and letting them be, they took them out. It seems that we've crossed through 500 likes. Thank you all so much for that, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are enjoying the show and you want to help the channel reach a wider audience, liking and subscribing is definitely a way to do so. Thank you all so much. Happy to hear you guys are enjoying. I hope that the audio and the stability of the stream is somewhat decent. It does seem to be better than it was with my old modem, even though we did have a few hiccups. Same yesterday, mostly in the beginning of the show. And I will scrape them from my testament, those firefighters. Don't you worry, Liwe. There goes their fat share of the loot. Hey, Jean-Yves, salut mon ami, welcome back. Good to see you again. Well, almost, Eric. They were moving, but they were still standing upright, so it wasn't so much a shitstorm, but it did come awfully close to becoming one. Absolutely. Silly that they never even secured those things, because they are very susceptible to move, particularly if they're empty. They're not that heavy. Thanks for the feedback, Eddie. Stability is perfect. It wasn't the case in the beginning, and the same yesterday. Maybe the signal needs some time to stabilize or something. Whatever it is better than it was with the old modem. And that is KLM flight 1167 on the Delta parking. Then this must be Danny with the Foxtrot Golf. And Sadia Cargo 747 is on final. I see it. Thanks for the heads up. Here it is. We caught a glimpse of it passing overhead here on the downwind leg. Saudi Cargo, I am assuming returning from Jeddah. Yeah, it was towed there, Marissa. That was Webje Danny in the automated tugger who brought the machine there. Airplanes are on the move. This is United Airlines flight 908, which isn't on the move. Destined to go to Chicago. EasyJet A319 to Bristol. The next departure over here is going to be KLM flight 1167 to Bergen, 737-800. Daniel has to go, departing to work. Thank you for joining, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day and hopefully see you again on Thursday, hopefully. It's 12:21 and that means another 40 or so minutes of parallel departures. Ah, interesting. Name of this 737 is Flamingo. The Flamingo has a nice carrying cabin in the back. That's where you need to put her. Makes them feel important. After all, if you're driven around, the driver is always in the front and you are in the back, so it makes sense to have a carrying cabin in the back. What's also handy is that most people will not be bothered if she has anything to complain about. Now, once again, we have wide bodies just standing here idling. This time it is a United Dreamliner. Has anybody been listening in on ATC and does anybody know what is going on? The reason for why this airplane is standing here? In the meantime, we are going to film the departure of EasyJet flight 25531 to Bristol. Wondering. I thought I saw him. The crayfish fisherman. So apparently he is getting ready to check the nets, and he always does that from the roundabout over there. Didn't really notice it till just now. Well, the firefighters were, at least one of them was testing the equipment still. Yep, there you go. An erect windsock and water ejaculations from firefighter trucks. This is an 18 plus channel, in case you didn't know already. I think those are now ready to do the same. And thanks for the update, Peter, who says that United 908 needed some time. They did not say anything specific as to why they needed the time. Your time and your health should be your two most precious assets. Means that you guys are now giving me one of your two most precious assets. And I am very humbled by it. Thank you so much. Big fire trucks, particularly if you zoom into the fire station, if there are people walking right next to them, then you can see just how immensely big those trucks actually are. It's the same with airplanes. From a distance they look big, but only if you see people right next to them do you appreciate how big they actually are. Hey, go around. Go around from at runway 06 by the looks of it. I think that was a go around. In the meantime, one Dreamliner overtaking the other. And good afternoon, Rob. Welcome to the show, mate. Welcome to the show, everybody else who may have joined in the meantime as well. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boyd. We're here at Polderbaan. Runway 36 left. One of two runways in use right now for outbound traffic. Center runway is still open for another 35 or so minutes. From 1 o'clock onward, all outbound traffic should come to this runway for an hour or so. Hey Raif, good afternoon, goedemiddag. Raif is tuning in from Paramaribo in Suriname. We already saw the A340 this morning, landing here, arriving from Paramaribo. If all is well, it should be returning again to Paramaribo tomorrow. QJ speculates that they are listening to Elton John. I'm still standing, perhaps. Could be. That may well be the case. In the meantime, Air Canada is about to line up and ready to go. Air Canada flight 809, leaving for Toronto, Charlie Golf Hotel, Quebec, Quebec. That's a proper Canadian registration, Quebec, Quebec. I love it. It's not a bank robber. Not sure. Don't think I am. No, I still have my wallet here with me. I'm not missing my wallet. Hope you guys aren't missing your wallet either. These are bank robbers after all, even though this one isn't dressed as one. 10-year-old airplane, first flight December 2014. I am hearing stuff. It's a baby grebe in zebra livery. Mommy or daddy grebe is here as well, but this is the one you're hearing. Jeep, 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 jeep. Still a little bit of zebra livery. You can see it's an adolescent. It's slowly morphing into the features of an adult grebe. Choop, choop. Yeah. Mommy, daddy, I want food. Bring me fishy. Let me get one myself. Or at least try. Hey Stefan, goedemiddag. Klaas, goedemiddag. Welcome to the show, lads. Hope you're doing well. So, for reasons unknown, we still have a Dreamliner waiting there, Unitad. And that mini grebe has swum a sizable distance underwater already. I'm pretty good at swimming underwater for extensive lengths. In the meantime, over here, Unitad is still standing. Now, interestingly, one of the firefighter engines has also not yet returned to the station and is also still standing there. The second one is now driving backward. They're all backing up into the fire station. Hey Colin, goedemiddag, good afternoon. In the meantime, there is a KLM Embraer 190 to Gothenburg coming this way. Here you can see just how immense these trucks are when you see people right next to them. Makes you appreciate just how big these machines are. Zencat, good afternoon. Hey, Alan is also back. Full of cold and I'm pissing myself off. Good to have you back, Alan. Hope you have been doing well. How's married life working out for you? Are you used to it yet? Truck number 3 is now also slowly making its way over to the station. In the meantime, the Embraer is turning onto the runway, KLM flight 1233 to Gothenburg. It's turning and burning. Not divorced yet. Good, good, good. You can always consider separating from living separately from one another first, if it ever does go that way. I suspect a lot of successful marriages succeed because of that reason, where partners don't see each other very regularly, so that they don't have time to annoy one another. That's just hypothesis from me. I know nothing about marriage. Well, I'm happy to hear that Alan is still married and not already divorced. Doing something right then. Now, come to think of it, those windsocks are pretty big as well, aren't they? Unless it is really close by and the fire station is really further back, but it doesn't look to be the case. It does look like that windsock is not too far away from the fire station. And considering how how big the trucks and how small those guys are. Michael DCA is also back in the chat. Good to see you. Welcome back, mate. Right now, not much happening except for a Dreamliner casually hanging around there. There is an EasyJet A319 to London Luton coming this way. Dodo's marriage failed. He was working 12 hours a day. Well, was it because of that, or is it just a coincidence? And was it because of different reasons? Let's not go into that, of course, too deeply, but it might be that it was for other reasons. It might also be the exception to the rule. It might also be other nonsense that I am saying. I do have a degree in gibberish. I'm fully fluent in it, which you guys already knew. German Airways with that blue bottom used to belong to BA. Garuda Indonesia, it's underway, but I suspect going to the center runway. No contrail, probably from Chester to somewhere in the Middle East. More condors? The answer is no. Not today. I was almost looking like Delta. Garuda Indonesia. It's probably going to the center runway. Thought we would be able to see a glimpse of it from here. I guess that's not the case. Dimitri, good afternoon. And Klaas, mate, thank you so much for your keep it up. What is it again? Another custom emoji. What's the word? Super sticker. I was looking for the right word. Thank you so much, Klaas, for the super sticker. You didn't have to use a super sticker, you know that. But thanks for doing it anyway. Keep it up. I'll do my best. It helps that at least internet seems to have stabilized a little with the new equipment. It's highly demotivating if everything you try is resulting in utter failure. One thing that works me up the most is if the internet connection fails and you have buffering. That or microphone issues. All right. Beeping and horn and sounding the horns. I hear it's coming from north of me, but I don't know exactly where it is from. Who it was that was beeping, honking. Transavia in the background, taking off to Valencia. Garuda was a special livery today, wasn't it? At least we should be able to see it quite well from over here from the side. EasyJet to London Luton. If it's coming this way and you're Luton intolerant, you're best to look away. It might give you the cramps. Narrowbodies Exodus. Embraer 190 to Aberdeen next. E2 Embraer to Billund. There you go. Io Pakai Masker livery. Don't think I've ever seen that before. Now, let me see. Garuda is about to turn onto the runway, so right after this departure, I'm going to turn the camera to the center runway so that we can see it. Hey, that's an interesting hypothesis, Kevin. Kevin says that the fact that EasyJet exists implies the existence of hard jet as well and medium jet. I agree, mate. When are they going to start flying to Amsterdam Schiphol Airport? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Garuda Indonesia, special livery. I don't... Well, yeah, it's wearing a face mask. It's a very subtle special livery. This one. Garuda Indonesia, flight 89 to Jakarta. Now rolling on the center runway and should become visible here pretty soon. It's on the move. 777-300 Papa Kilo Golf India Juliet. The IO Pakai Masker livery, which I think is going to be a channel premiere over here. It's wearing a face mask, just like that 747 from Cargolux does. It's a bit more subtle, what I can see from here. Yeah, this one definitely should have taken off from the Polderbaan so that we could have seen it a bit closer by. It's a special livery, but it is a very subtle one. Koen wonders if Schiphol was also a victim of the cyber attack. Not that I know of. It wasn't in the news. The only thing that was in the news over here was that Brussels was affected and other airports. Schiphol doesn't seem to have been affected, at least to my knowledge. It is 12:40. That means that in 20 minutes from now, center runway should close. And if all is well, all outbound traffic should be taking the Polderbaan. The Dreamliner from United is still standing there. It's not moving. Are the engines still on, I'm wondering? Yep, both engines still running. E2 Embraer 195 in the meantime. KLM flight 1295 to Billund. Still handwritten boarding passes at Brussels airport, Koen says. Yeah, old school. It has worked for a few decades, so at least if the computer is down, that still is a way of working. This is the Papa Hotel, November X-ray Juliet Billund. Are you guys still hearing hiccups on the voiceover microphone now that I switched frequencies, or has that also been resolved? Now this is quite clearly a so-called cloud street, a linear formation of a cloud in the direction of the wind. They usually form parallel to one another, and it's a very easy way to see where the wind is coming from if you aren't able to feel it yourself. The Dreamliner in the meantime has begun moving again. Question is it continuing to the runway or is it going to turn around? All sounds good. Thanks for the feedback, Paul. Perfectly audible, all clear. Well, it's not that I wasn't clear, it was that at sometimes there were times that you would hear a stutter apparently in the voiceover audio. United is continuing. That's good. Right. The United pilots have finished breakfast and are now ready to go to work. United Airlines Flight 908, approaching the threshold of the Polderbaan behind me, ready to line up. In the meantime, a big bird took off from center. KLM A330. Righty. Let's see if their departure will happen without any incidents or anything out of the ordinary. United Airlines Flight 908, after a little delay here, now lined up, ready to go to Chicago O'Hare. It's a 7878 Dreamliner, the November 27903, which is 12 years old. First flight was in December 2012. Adrie has to leave. Thank you for joining, Adrie. See you next time, hopefully on Thursday. What's so nice about these United Dreamliners is that they have a carrying cabin in a different color than the main fuselage. 9 out of 10 times they're always white. And over here you can see it is contrasting. A feature I like. Something different. Big picture overview, this is what it looks like. The wind is blowing from over there. This is looking to the north. This is looking to the west. Looking to the east. And finally looking to the south. The pipes are still here. There's a bridge even. An excrement bridge here as well over the roundabout. Hidden from view somewhat by the foliage of the tree. Also still tractors on their way to the roundabout at the Polderbaan. Well, the other roundabout I should say, because there are two roundabouts. Here's also a roundabout, of course. And airplane over there. And also one over there. Is that the Coast Guard returning? I think it is. Looks like it's the Dash 8-100 from the Coast Guard flying into the Schiphol Oostbaan. All wide body Atlas Air on final for runway 06. I'm looking around, I'm not seeing it yet. Cathay A350 scheduled for 36 left. That's good news, Marissa. I think I might see the 74 in the background already. Hey Karsten, good afternoon mate. Welcome back, hope you're doing well. Duke TV, good afternoon. Welcome to the show, all others. It's 12:47. 12:47, and that means pretty soon all outbound traffic will be directed to the Polderbaan exclusively. And there is all white Atlas. Thank you Artem for letting us know. Two airplanes right now coming this way. In the vicinity already is TUI Flight 381. Behind it, KLM Flight 1305 to Gdansk. The TUI over here. Continuing to the runway threshold, and I wonder if the Embraer 175 to Gdansk will do the same. Probably. Or... No, it's coming this way. Cheater on Cheater's Lane. Embraer 175, KLM flight 1305 to Gdansk. Nice headshot. Here it comes. Using Cheater's Lane to take off before the TUI will, the TUI Dreamliner. Are we going to see a turn and burn? What up, Captain? Hey, Emirates Sky Cargo, also 236 left. Thank you for the heads up, Arjan. Good news indeed. Duckman says, lurking is over, got to do some real work. Thank you as well for joining, mate. I'll hopefully see you then on Friday. Take it easy and enjoy the rest of the week, mate. This is TUI Flight 381 to Oranjestad in Aruba. Now rolling. Papa Hotel, Tango, Foxtrot, Mike. Ten years old, first flight March 2015. Embraer 175 to Stavanger is following the 777, so the 777 looks to become the next airplane. It's now behind me, approaching the runway threshold, ready to line up. KLM flight 735 to Willemstad, Curaçao. And Marissa informing us that the Cathay A350 has been pushed back. The Cathay Pacific A350 1000. Still, if you remember the climb of that LATAM cargo, almost empty LATAM cargo, like a rocket, and then you see this. What a difference! What a difference! Okay, left at 735, also ready to go. No time to waste. Or it's 12:52. Power hour is approaching. I won't be able to stream the entire power hour today, unfortunately, because I have appointments later in the afternoon. I will have to wrap up around 1:30. Hopefully we'll get a nice busy half hour from 1 to 1:30 with Polderbaan. With Polderbaan being the only runway open for the departures between then. See that my fisherman friend is coming this way, slowly but surely. He's coming this way first to check the nets. Every time you see a rod, there's a net attached to it. Crayfish, invasive, exotic species with no natural enemies over here. Very abundant here in the Netherlands these days. You can see he's checking the nets. Probably selling them to restaurants or something. Okay, left flight 1177 to Stavanger. behind me. Embraer 175. Has to wait for the wake turbulence of the 777 to dissipate. It usually doesn't take very long. While we have a moment, if you guys are enjoying the show and you haven't done so already, consider leaving a like and maybe subscribing to the channel if you want to help this channel forward, help us reach a wider audience of people who want to join us in upcoming streams, but who haven't discovered the channel yet. Indeed, Frank, they are trying to get the crayfish exterminated. I don't think they'll ever succeed, because unless you introduce a natural enemy in the biosystem here, they're just going to prosper. The other day I was going for a bike ride, and even though I was driving on a cycling lane where water was only, was still a few meters away, there actually was a crayfish with its claws upright as a sort of traffic warden, like, hold up sir, you shall not pass, sitting there in the middle of the cycling path. It was evening twilight, so I was lucky to have seen it, and otherwise I would have maybe driven over it. Cheeky bastards. In the meantime, Karsten just now gifting a membership, and Issy is the recipient. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, Issy. Make sure to have fun with the custom emojis. Don't forget to say Dankeschön to Karsten. And enjoy the custom emojis. Karsten, thank you so much for your generosity, mate. Paul wonders where the bastard coots are. I don't think we've seen the coots here today. Only Gary Grebe and the little Grebling. Right now, Bird Control is making use of the opportunity to do a runway inspection before center runway is going to close again, which is expected to happen in a few minutes from now. K3 and the sound effects board. Peter Olding also back in the chat. Welcome back, Peter. Hope you're doing well. And welcome to the show, everybody else. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. As you can see, we are here at the Polderbaan. Today in news for departures as 36 left. Still as one of two runways, but the center runway is expected to close in minutes from now. Hence the inspection of this runway prior to the closure of the other runway. The wind is blowing from the northeast, I would say right now. This is where the cloud streets are forming in the direction of the wind. On the scale of chimney smoke, things look like so. The ticker has become fully automated. Automated means that the weather report is updated twice an hour automatically, and runway use also updates automatically. Simi did the most of the work. Duckman, aka Buddy, has helped with the automation of the runway use. So if you want to see everything in the meter, everything in the ticker is now current. And as you can see, center is still open, but pretty soon no longer that will be the case. And Gerrit is going to have lunch, macaroni. Enjoy, mate, sounds good. And hopefully see you again later. Lewis says in Dutch, it's impressive how that bird is doing a runway check. It is, isn't it? It has the ability to hover perfectly still and closely monitor if the tarmac is still in one piece, if there's any debris left. If there are any mice, he picks them up and carefully transport them to a safer location. High rises in the background. I think these are already the west of Amsterdam. That building certainly is in Amsterdam. That's already in the east of Amsterdam. It's called the Rembrandt Tower. Named after the painter, the Rembrandt Tower. It used to be the corporate head office of Philips. I think they've moved that back. Oh no, they built a different high-rise right next to it, which is where they are located right now. Or have they moved back to Eindhoven? I'm not sure. I've moved out of the city a couple of years ago. I think Rabobank also has an HQ over there. It's the Rembrandt Tower. Don't think they've ever opened that up on Monument Day, which is a pity. I was really looking forward to seeing what you would see from the top floors over there. Air Oink Oink. Going back to Istanbul. Flight Pigs, Pegasus, whatever you want to call it. A321neo by the looks of it. Judging the fuselage length. Wasn't looking on Flight Radar. Mr. Kitke says the weather looks nice today. It certainly does. It certainly does. If you look around, mostly blue sky. This is looking to the north. This is looking to the east. This is looking immediately overhead. This is looking to the south. The sun is almost at its highest point right now. Lastly, this is looking to the west. It seems that further out where the North Sea or the Gulf of Yorkshire is, there are a few more clouds. Then again, you can also see that looking land inward. I think center has now officially closed since the traffic coming this way is crossing the center runway directly. That usually happens when the runway they're crossing is no longer active or hardly active anymore. It's 3 wide bodies coming in first and then a few narrow bodies. Hey Sven, goedemiddag. Doing well, thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well as well. Marissa is indicating that something red is taxiing. That's good news. That's going to leave via this runway pretty soon then. Let me pour me another small glass of vodka. Aquatic birds. The coots I haven't seen yet, nor have I seen any duckies. What is this? Gary Grebe? And yeah, it's Gary Grebe and the little one. Food, 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 food. Give me food, give me food, give me food. I want food, I want food, I want food. Just shut the fuck up. I want food, I want food, I want food. Give me food, give me food, give me food. Where did you go? Where's my food? Gary Grebe, you mother ducker. Their modus operandi hasn't changed. They're still doing the same. Now, in the meantime, what is coming this way? This is KLM flight 667 going to Austin in Texas. Cathay Pacific A350 1000 to Hong Kong. Next after that, KLM flight 603 to LAX is over there. Then 2 narrow bodies and then Emirates. Food, 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 food. Food, 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 food. Karsten has to go grocery shopping. I'm going to stick around for another half hour or so. After that, I also need to leave because I also have appointments later in the day. Hopefully we'll see you before then, Karsten. If not, hopefully see you again later in the week, mate. If all's well, the weather is going to be good and sunny, albeit a bit cool around the end of the week. So I'm expecting no streams that need to be cancelled. Hey, Felix is also tuning in from Argentina. Good morning, mate. Welcome to the show. Dodo says it smells like fresh bread here now. Why is that? Is there a baker baking a batch of bread or something? Right, well, unfortunately, Cathay Pacific not taking Cheaters Lane. That would have been something, wouldn't it? Spooling up is KLM flight 667 to Austin, Texas. 7879 Dreamliner to Papa Hotel, Bravo Hotel Alpha. H1 over there, bird control van, having a talk with the crayfish fisherman. Hey! Chris Coots, Bastard Coots, they're there after all. First time I'm sighting them, or him I should say, single. No other Coots in the vicinity. But at least this one we have seen. Time for the A350 1000 now. Cathay Pacific, flight 270 to Hong Kong. The Bravo Lima X-Ray Alpha. A380 in the background, I think. Ooh, dirty flaps on the right. Yucky bah. That looks nasty. What happened there? Oil leak or something? That shit is nasty. PU. Now, it's getting more lively here with traffic coming this way. Emirates Sky Cargo also over there. Emirates is also landing on the furthest removed runway from here. The contours of Emirates Flight 147 visible over there. The KLM Flight 603 to LAX is lining up here in the foreground on the threshold of the Polderbaan. 36 left. And spooling up. Last bit of it. And this is 603 to LAX. Young Griebling diving under over here. Next up, Embraer 190 to Dublin, Ireland. And baby Grieb over here. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. I want food, I want food, I want food. This is KLM Flight 1139 to Dublin, Ireland. Papa Hotel, Echo, X-Ray, Foxtrot. Faxev. Faxev is 9 years old, first flight December 2015. It's getting busy here. Emirates Sky Cargo is coming this way, and something red is right behind it. Ladies and gentlemen, members, if you guys want to use custom emojis, I think you'll recognize this one if you've ever had a look at the custom emojis, and you should also recognize this color if you are a member. KLM flight 1139 is rolling. There's an A321neo behind it to Lisbon. KLM flight 1583. Indeed, guys, indeed. Those are the custom emojis. And you're not supposed to use them just now. You can use them whenever you want, because as a member, they're there for you. Hell, if you guys want to use playtime each time KLM is departing, feel free, be my guest. This is your party. Looks like we are also seeing somebody on Shooter's Lane. KLM flight 97 going to Eden.
Bruh.
I should have known. Question is, will it take off next? I don't think it will. The A321neo has already lined up here. Fax G to Lisbon. KLM flight 1583. Wilma has to go. Wilma, thank you for joining. Hopefully see you again on Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Spacious carry cabin in the back. Question now is, will the Emirates triple leave first? Answer, it certainly will not. This is KLM flight 97 to Eden.
Bruh.
In Scotland, the Papa Hotel Bravo X-Ray Sierra. This particular airplane is 23 years old. Turning and burning. Turning and burning. That's it, Paul. Turning and burning. Absolutely right, mate. Get creative with those custom emojis. They're for all you guys who are a member. Get creative with them. Next up, Emirates Sky Cargo flight 9916 to Dubai World Center. Registration Alpha 6 Echo Foxtrot Whiskey. There it is. This is a brand new airplane according to Flight Radar, making it less than a year old. It's going to turn 1 next month in October. First flight was in October 2024. Therefore, fire in the hole. After that, playtime. You can see it already in the background. Play. And it's begun to move. To line up. It's interesting, on some airplanes you see a lot of brake dust when they stop the wheels from spinning. Here, hardly any, if anything, visible. So interesting to see the differences. Alright, well, have a look, ladies and gentlemen. Playtime next, after the wake turbulence has dissipated sufficiently. Transavia, KLM, Delta, KLM, KLM. EasyJet. KLM. Busy, busy. While we're waiting for the wake turbulence to dissipate, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't done so already, if you are enjoying what you're seeing. Liking and subscribing is an easy way and a free way to help this channel reach a wider audience. So it's 1:14, means that in about 15 minutes or so I will have to wrap up. Let's see if we can make a nice dent in all those wide bodies that are still approaching here. See their departures before wrapping up. Play up next, make the chat bleed like it's never bled before. We still have a month or so that we are able to use this emoji for this particular airplane. It's the TFPPB. Papa Papa Bravo. Salami! The boy Shoaib. That's the spirit. Liwe was already one step ahead. Now it's time for Transavia. Make the chat green. We're going to do all the colors. Hey Yurio, good afternoon. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Green, make the chat green. Make Kermit the Frog green with envy. How green our chat is. That's right. That's right. All right, John has to go. Thanks for stopping by. Thought that I also saw that Dodo was announcing he had to leave as well. See you later, Dodo. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's KLM. Make the chat blue. Now it's time to make the chat blue. How far along can we go with this? Not ETA blue, but KLM blue, which is pretty close. Yes! Make it blue, there we go! Perfect! We should do this more often. The color game with all the custom emojis. Beautiful! Oh, I love you guys, this is so great. Where's EasyJet? We should next make the chat orange. No, it's Delta! It's time to make the chat blue-red. Delta Airlines Flight 163 to Minneapolis, Minnesota. And look at the queue, ladies and gentlemen. Wide body, narrow body, and a wide body behind it. Delta Airlines, there we go. Make the chat red and blue. Wrong one, John. Wrong one. Delta Airlines Flight 163 to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The November 824 November Whiskey. A330-300. 10-year-old airplane. First flight June 2015. Ah, the chat looks beautiful, guys. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's it. That's it. Together we stand in making the chat colorful. climbing relatively steeply, I have to say. It's nothing compared with the Latam Cargo, of course, that was almost empty. Oh, that most certainly was the splashy splash of a fish. All right. KLM flight 656 to Nairobi in Kenya in. Here we go. 787-10 Dreamliner, the Papa Hotel, Bravo, Kilo, Golf. 5-year-old airplane, first flight January 2020. Next after that, another 787-10 to Calgary, KLM flight 677. More blue crowns indeed. And pretty soon EasyJet A319, it's going to question mark. The question mark, as we all know, invented by the father of Dr. Evil. Time for another 787-10 Dreamliner. This is going to Calgary in Canada. The Papa Hotel, Bravo, Kilo, Charlie. This one's 5 years old. First flight October 2019. And Gary R is tuning in from SoCal. Great fun indeed, mate. I'm having a blast too. More crowns, and then orange. Peter has to go. Thank you for joining, Peter. Enjoy the rest of your day and hopefully see you again on Thursday. Right. There are two ways to make the chat orange if you use custom emojis. We have the orange pride, which of course will not be the right emoji, but it would be nice. You can also use it. EasyJet, of course, now next. It's going to question mark NA. Lovely destination. Highly recommended that if you ever are in the opportunity to go there, that you visit. EasyJet to NA, A319, OELQM. Make the chat orange. Oh, it's going to Faro. There you go. Thank you, Marissa. All types of orange. Orange squares, robots. Oh, all types of fruit. Marijke gets creative. Nice. Snack goes for the oranges, or are those tomatoes? There we go. EasyJet, question mark. Hearts. Airplane dances, of course. Thank you, Maria. So many beautiful colors. Peter is hot. That's exactly what I mean, guys. Those custom emojis and also the other emojis, get creative with them. This is exactly what I highly encourage you to do more regularly. This is having fun with the custom emojis, having fun with the crowd, with each other. Absolutely great. This is the OELQM in the meantime. Peaches as well. Lovely. Right, let's see, what else do we have over here? Narrow body, wide body, narrow body, wide body, wide body, Air Canada, narrow body, narrow body, I'm thinking after the departure of Air Canada, it's time for me to wrap up. Should be around 1:30 then. Unfortunately, cannot stay any longer. I have the appointments later in the afternoon, and with all the time necessary to take everything down, drive home again, have lunch, prepare for the appointment, I will have to wrap up around 1:30 if I don't want to be very strapped for time. Boreas is also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Goedemiddag. Hope you're doing well. So this is Caleb at 1033 to Person Chester. Papa Hotel Echo Zulu Sierra. Buzz has just joined us on his lunch break. Yeah, still a few more departures left. I wish I could have stayed a bit longer today, particularly now that the reception here has turned relatively stable. So there's a pattern emerging with the new modem and the antenna. In the first hour or so it's a bit unstable, and then it seems to stabilize a little. And just as I mentioned that, Marissa is reporting some stuttering. Of course, mentioning it, shouldn't have done that. Jonah Aviation, welcome back. Caleb at 791, going to Sao Paulo, the PHBVV. Is it the fisherman? He is approaching. What's he have on board? I kid you not. He is getting closer by. I am starting to suspect maybe he has jamming equipment on board. Could that have been it? It's a bird control get together in the meantime. K3 and H1. Oh shit, they caught us. Fisherman or spy? Indeed, Martin. In the meantime, this is EasyJet flight 23302, A320 to Eden.
Bruh.
It's not Jesus with a Z, which we did see earlier in the show. This is Jezua. Rosalie has to go. Rosalie, see you later. Thank you for joining us today. Hopefully see you again on Thursday. After this, 2 more wide bodies and then I'm going to wrap up. The jig is up, indeed. Raif also has to go. Raif, thank you for joining. Hopefully see you again later in the week. Don't forget, guys, if you guys have been enjoying the show, leave a like and subscribe if you want to help this channel reach a wider audience. For as well, I should be back on Thursday, weather permitting. Not sure yet where I'm going to go to. I thought that the wind wasn't going to change significantly, so either I'm back here or maybe Takeoffs, I'm not sure yet. Don't think it was until Sunday that 0927 will reopen. Just going to the threshold. 18 left or something is not yet an option. Chris Coot is slowly being chased this way by the fisherman who is also arriving. There's a queue forming. Two more airplanes. This is the penultimate airplane. Mehmet gifting a membership just now. Annemieke, the recipient, Annemieke de Wilde, the recipient of the gifted membership. Welcome to the Sky Lounge, Annemieke. Make sure to have fun with the custom emojis. Dodo passing by, honking. There he is. Vehicle number 53. Mehmet, thank you so much for your generosity. Annemieke, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Don't forget to say thank you to Mehmet and have fun with the custom emojis. Meanwhile, this is KLM Flight 705 to Rio de Janeiro, the Papa Hotel, Bravo, Quebec, Delta. And you're welcome, Hans. And John Dutch Canadian saying hi at a rather unfortunate timing as we are about to turn around to film the last arrival, the last departure of today's show. I have to wrap up. It's 1:30. I also have other obligations later today. So this is going to be the last airplane of today. Good morning to you, John. Unfortunately, it's going to be a short one today, for you at least. Hopefully, I will see you all back on Thursday again. Air Canada Flight 901 to Montreal, the last airplane of today's show. Charlie Golf Hotel, Papa uniform. "11 years old already." Another gifted membership by Mehmet just now. Thank you so much, Mehmet. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for your generosity. Well, no, 5 gifted memberships. I misread. 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Mehmet. That is so sweet. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, new members. Don't forget to thank Mehmet in the next stream for your gifted membership if you're not here already. Have fun with the custom emojis during the next stream, guys. Mehmet, thank you so much for your generosity once again, above and beyond, mate. Yeah, the queue isn't done yet, but I unfortunately have to wrap up today. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I had a great show. I had fun. I hope you guys did too. Hopefully see you again on Thursday. A massive big thank you for all the likes, for all the super stickers, the super chats, the super whatever, all the gifted memberships and becoming a member yourself. Mods, thank you also for keeping the chat friendly and accessible to all once again. Hope to see you all on Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your week. See you soon. Stay safe. Bye for now. And see you soon.